If you're like me, you like the idea of a bag to carry your drums in. They're lighter, easier to pack in the car, and generally more user-friendly in the real world than a hard case. Though it is pretty damn annoying when the bags you showed out good cash for fall apart by the fourth gig. Lucky for us, then, that companies like Mono are out to make cases that can take the sort of bashing we'd expect as drummers. The interesting thing is, though, I think they've actually got it sorted.
Hi guys, welcome to Authentic Drummer. Thanks for watching. I've been invited down here to Revolver Drums in Chapel Street just to show you some new products from Mono. Now, Mono, if you haven't heard of them before, they're making a real name for themselves in the music scene. I know a lot of guys that have been using their guitar cases. There's DJ gear, lots of stuff. But most recently, they've been looking at doing drum gear. And they're just starting off with some sort of essentials. And so today we're going to talk about 4 of these main essentials that are really killer. I think you're going to like this stuff. First of all, we're going to talk about a stick bag. This little guy here, as you can see, very thin. This is the Shinjuku Stick Bag. All right, now, I don't know about you, but I've actually bought one of these recently, and I'll tell you why. It's small and compact. I used to use a stick bag around so big, and I used to take every single stick that I had with me to the gig. Realistically, unless you are Mike Borden from Faith No More and you break your sticks all the time, you don't really need to have every single stick that you own at the gig. So these guys have come up with this, this bag, and it comes from the busiest metro station in Japan. That's where the name comes from. So it's based on the Tokyo drum scene. So if you imagine yourself in Tokyo, busy, even New York or something like that, you might go to a gig and there's back line. You don't need to bring your whole kit. You just bring stuff that's essential to you, stick bag, and we're going to talk about cymbal bag and snare bag and stuff like that as well. This is perfect. It comes with a little strap, fits perfectly on your back. So it gets out of the way, and we're not talking, we're talking across your shoulders. Really, really awesome stuff. Now, the key thing and differences between this and, say, a normal bag would be, first of all, the construction. Notice that the zip only goes about halfway down the bag. And you'll see that the sticks, when you attach it to your drum via the snare weight, the sticks just sort of sit there like so. And so they don't fall out. You can get them straight away as soon as you need them. Really cool, really, really handy. Now, it's basically got enough room for about sort of 3 pairs of sticks. My one, I use sort of 3 pairs of sticks, maybe, or 2 pairs of sticks, some brushes, and maybe some mallets, if I really need it for a jazz gig, Pocket in the front, chuck all your your drum key in there. I keep my earplugs in there, or any kind of dampening you might use on your snare, that kind of stuff, pretty cool. But realistically, unlike other cases where you attach it to 2 lugs on your floor tom and wrap it around, this one here just got this one single piece of material, super tough. It's got 2 studded points here. That just hangs off your drum lug. From your snare. I sometimes keep it on my snare between my legs or on the floor tom. No mucking around. Sometimes I don't use it with the strap all the time unless I'm going transit. But I've loved it every single time I've used this guy. It also fits in your hardware case, that sort of stuff. So it's really just about thinking literally and logically and thinking, well, I don't need every stick that I've got. This is not a bad option. Basically, the deal with Mono is, and something that's really setting them apart from other brands, is that the quality of the gear is amazing. So this is like military grade waterproof material on the front. They call it shark skin. And so basically you can get it wet. It won't kill anything inside. That goes for all their gear. Also inside, something that is very, makes sense to us drummers is, as you use sticks and they splinter a bit, this stuff is very resistant to splintering or being cut. All right, so it's actually something pretty smart that they've thought of there. So yeah, look, anyway, that's the Shinjuku. I love mine. You should check it out. It's available at Revolver. I'm going to show you something else very special now. Okay, we're going to move on to a couple of other products here. The next one I've got is a little bit special. This is the cymbal case from Mono. Here it is here. It's a pretty serious bit of kit. as you can see. But there are a few features on it that actually separate it from other cymbal bags on the market. You know, I mean, there are lots of cymbal bags on the market. I go through cymbal bags a lot for more reasons, but one of them is for durability problems. Okay, so I've had one cymbal case where the cymbals eventually rubbed through the bottom and came out. So Mono have thought of that and chucked rubber feet on there, so that's not going to be a problem. And also, it's obviously, as you can see down here, this is a reinforced bottom. Okay, cymbals are very sharp when you think about it. Okay, so that's a well thought out feature. Another reason why I go through cymbal bags all the time is for functionality. Okay, I remember I bought a cymbal bag thinking it was great, and then realized that the handle was went sort of this way, or you know, you've got two handles that come up like this and join. That's an issue as well. So Mono makes sure that they don't put the handle in the way of the zip. So the zip opens out this way. Smart. All right. Also, in here we've got, obviously, you know, this is pretty standard affair in some ways. So inside you can see we've got room to put, you know, variety of cases, variety of cymbals, sorry, as many as you need. And that's all very nice and very well and very good. That's where most people will just use this bag. But there's some other cool features. Obviously, you've got your hi-hat area in here, so you put some hi-hats in there. Now, one of the cool things about this is you actually have, I don't know if you can see that there, that's a hi-hat clutch pocket. Okay, so you can actually keep your clutch in that pocket in there. Something just, you know, something that I haven't seen on any other case. That's already good. And another thing, you can actually chuck your splash in the front. Now that's actually something that's really well thought out as well, because at the moment my splash is sitting in front of my hi-hats at the bottom of the bag. So I've got a little 6-inch, and I have had problems before where it comes out inside out instead of the right way out. So not real good for the splash. They're obviously a lot more delicate than the rest of the cymbals. So this is not good. This is not a bad option. So awesome to carry on your back. All right, comes with these. So we're not talking about one strap. We're talking about 2 straps. Wear it as you feel. Very comfortable on your back, and very usable to get your hands out of the way. So if you're doing a gig when you've got backline, chuck this on your back. Grab your snare in your other bag, your other hand. Grab your sticks, your pedal or whatever, and you're away. Okay, so that's really, really awesome. And another thing, just to top it off, is this compartment at the back. In there. Now, whether you're going to the gig and you're using a laptop, an iPad, whatever, you can chuck it in here. Where I would use this the most is for charts. Okay, so rock up to the gig and you've got your charts for the singer that you're working with, they go in here. So this is actually, you would use this more than you think you would. All right, so this is a very great feature. Now, obviously, as with all Mono products, we've got the shark skin outer. So this is ridiculously tough. This is military grade materials. That handle is not going to come off. We've got studs, but it's also just been attention to detail and care taken when it's put together. So, you know, yes, you might spend a little bit more getting this case, but like, you know, cymbals are worth way more, and you should look into it. Okay, so again, available at Revolver. So make sure you come down and check it out. Yeah, and we'll move on to something else. All right, now we're going to move on to another product that Mono's brought out for us drummers, and this one is for those of you that like using 2 feet with 2 bass drum pedals. All right, this is a double bass drum. This is the M80 series double bass drum pedal bag. So inside, here's one I prepared earlier. I've got a double pedal sitting in there at the moment. Okay, so it's a pretty sort of, you know, shoebox affair. You know, put it in there. It's like so. It's got the insert in the middle. Now, something I think about when putting in a pedal like this into a bag is that your pedal is covered in studs and springs, sharp points, Velcro. You know, it's made of high quality steel so that it holds together. But that means problems for bags. All right, so what Mono have done is they've made sure that the inside here, you wouldn't be, unless you come in and check it out, this is like a hardcore plastic. All right, this is resistant to tears and to rubbing and so forth and so forth. So they've thought about it very carefully, just to, for that reason. Another thing, obviously, down here I've got I just chucked in the shaft between the two pedals in there. Works perfectly lovely. Bob your uncle. You've also got a pocket in the front, bits and pieces, whether it be, if you're actually taking this to a gig, you can imagine the amount of stuff you can fit in there is endless. So keys, wallet, phone, whatever you need, okay? Now, something else that Mono have thought about is that sometimes we don't always use a double pedal. So what they've done is they've come up with the idea of using single pedal mode, right? So I'm going to take out just one of these pedals here, and I'm going to show you what they've come up with. This thing here is what we would do in single pedal mode, okay? This is an insert to put into your cavity that's spare here, okay? So we're going to put it in here, and it places in there. It's got Velcro at this point, Velcro in there. It won't go anywhere. Again, it's made of the same material that you get to the outsides as well. Super tough, all right? And inside, a whole lot of space for whatever you need, whatever you want, all right? So, it's luggage, man, It's high quality luggage. That's basically what we're talking about here. But your gear is important. If you buy a good quality pedal, this is worth doing it. I'm a bit naughty and I just shove it in my hardware case with everything else, and they do get knackered. They do get hurt. So this is a great option. So that will just slide in like so. And so there we go. Single pedal mode. You could take out that, put a set of sticks in there, whatever you thought you would need. So, like I said, with all the stuff that we're looking at today, and you're about to see another snare case coming up in a second, we're talking about the mobile drummer here. We've got pedal, we've got cymbals, we've got sticks, and we're going to have a snare case as well. Perfect for the urban kind of, getting around. You can jump in a cab if you need to, or if there's a kid already at the gig. So some really good ideas coming from this company. All right, so we'll check out a snare case now. This guy here, featuring the rubber sole here, which is standard on all mono cases. So very handy when you think about it. Putting it down, features super strong steel inserts for your straps here. Handle is in no way in the way of your zip at all. Obviously, it's still got the shark skin construction, so it's super waterproof, durable. Something I did want to show you is about the way it works. So the guys from Mono have been thinking, and they thought that basically, so here we've got standard case. Okay, so we can fit, fit your snare drum in there. Okay, so that, like so. Now, that happens to be your sort of standard size. It'll fit up to a 7-inch depth snare drum. So that's cool. If you want to chuck a smaller drum in there, obviously, yes, we want to, but some of us actually have a situation where we might use a Piccolo, say, and this is where it gets really interesting. Inside here, as you can see, obviously it's ridiculously padded, but inside here you can see the Velcro strips in here. Okay. Now, what Mono do is they actually give it to you with some inserts. These are the inserts, all right? So now I've got ones that go around the side, so you can put them in here. So if you've got a 12 or a 10-inch snare, you can put that in here. Today we're going to try it with a Piccolo. So it's still, I think this one's a 13, but it's nowhere near as high as the rest of the drum. So here we go, we've got an insert. So we're going to put that straight in there like that. Sticks in there because it's the Velcro, all right? That enables us to keep the drum padded at all costs, okay? So here's our Piccolo, say. That'll fit in there, and you'll notice that it sits at the same height that the other one did. Up to you. You can basically you put this drum at the bottom, put an insert on the top, and put something else on the top if you need to. You put your stick bag in there, or you put your charts or whatever you need to do, okay? So completely up to you, but the fact is that there's options, all right? And you can use the one snare case for a variety of different snares that you have. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and check back for more stuff in the future. Thanks. Cheers.